Many are waiting for God to bring rain. Everywhere I go, they say, prophet, please, is it going to be like this or is it going to rain? That question is useless to Eubert Angel. Because I'm a rainmaker. So don't ask me when rain is coming. Tell me you want rain, I bring it back. You're not hearing what I'm talking about. You're not hearing what I'm talking about. What do you think I'm saying when I say to presidents, call me within 10 days? Call me within 20 days. I'm deciding the number of days. Why? I'm a rainmaker. There are so many things involved in rainmaking. There is wind. The temperature changes. The flow of wind, evaporation, condensation, where the clouds then become full of rain. And then the rain has to come down. Now the Bible talks about rainmakers in this way, that Elijah was a rainmaker. If I've ever told you about altars, rainmakers are men of altars. Because altars regulate spirits. An altar regulates spirits. So there is no demon, no angel that can be controlled without an altar. Have you ever gotten to a place and they ask you about a subject you don't know about? You know you have never done finance in your life. You say, okay, tell us about the economy. You think they are mistaken. They're not mistaken. They've already seen in you there is a rainmaker for money. You should know what we are asking you about. I'm talking to somebody now. You just get to another country and say, how is Zimbabwe? How is it? Tell us. How do I know Zimbabwe? I live in Chitungwiza. Because rainmakers have got an aura about them. You just know they move things. I told you before, you enter a place, they know this one controls the place. You know when you enter a place, we can know you are controlled by the place. Rainmakers have a confidence that when they walk into a room that they don't even own, people will look at them and go like, I think this guy controls this. Number one thing of a rainmaker is confidence in the God that sent him. Just deep confidence. I know by this time next year, I'll be driving a Mercedes-Benz. I know this. I know this. How well vested in confidence are you for that this God will do it for you? See here, we have a lot of pastors and leaders and people wanting to be pastors. In the days of John Wesley, there was one curriculum vitae he needed for you to be a pastor. It wasn't your CV. So John Wesley would fast Wednesday and Friday. And then he said, everyone who wants to be a pastor, join. They joined him. Everyone ran. And he said, now I'm creating rainmakers, miracle workers. So what I need is, if you want to show that you are actually a man of God, you will fast on Wednesday and Friday. John Wesley was so popular. But when he was popular, he called an army around him and said, I want you to be my pastors. But this is the qualification. You have to be able. Monday eat. Tuesday eat. Wednesday you don't. Completely zero. No water. Anyone can be a rainmaker. It's your choice. How on earth do we have people who can be called rainmakers, yet playing around with their own lives is so easy? Because what we have done is we've undermined the calling that we have. So we are busy undermining our own calling by the people we connect with. Ahab had Jezebel. And imagine Jezebel brought her own prophets. See, if you're not careful as a rainmaker, you will stifle your own growth because of the wife you married, because of the husband you married. And the problem of fighting against a rainmaker is you kill your wife. This is not about emotions. Real rainmakers are not worried about emotions. Emotions, listen, the power of a rainmaker is handling and harnessing emotions. God was leaving a man called Elijah. Elijah's running away, running from a woman called Jezebel. He meets an angel. He goes into the cave, meets another. God comes in to speak to him. He didn't just complain, hey, you God, you are evil. Look at when I was running away from the woman. No. Yes, he spoke about this woman wants to kill me. but it's not shouting at God with emotions. They are emotions. They can come out of the prophet a little bit. You can tell. He's about to get there. But he handles it. See, when we say rainmakers, people are just thinking of praying for people and they get healed. What about rainmakers in your own family? Rainmakers in your marriage? Rainmakers in your relationship? They are environments you control. Then there are environments that can control you without you knowing. You stay too long in an environment, rain will not come. I was with him in the same class with him. In the same dormitory. Why is he sitting there as a pastor under me? Hear me. Hear me well. Rainmakers are people who check out impartations. They look around for who carries what. Men and women who are willing to be rainmakers are not chancers. You go straight for what you want. You achieve it. And when you target one man to be like, target them. You target, you target. How many know Reinhard Bonke? Reinhard Bonke understood how to be a rainmaker. Nobody in Germany had ever risen to that level of power. He's in London studying. As he's studying Bible school, finished the Bible school, completed. And now he's on his way back to Germany. He gets to the airport. And the plane has been delayed for hours. So he decided, what do I do? And he decided, let me take a bus ride around London. As they are moving around, he sees a sign that was about skewed like this, nearly falling. And it was written, Jeffries. Jeffries is one of the fathers of faith in England. People who had moved in crusades, done miracles, signs and wonders. Nobody was like Jeffries. And everybody had said Jeffries is dead. So Bonge came out, said, alighted from the bus, said, I'm getting off here. They said, okay, yeah. Jumped off. No power with Bonge. Only a Bible student. We are talking about the greatest evangelist to ever live. Graham got it from John Wesley. And John Wesley was not known so much for miracle signs and wonders. No. But Jeffries was known for signs and wonders and also evangelism. He gets off the bus. He goes to the house of Jeffries, opened it, knocked on the door, and he says, by his own description at one moment, he said, this tall woman came out, not as nice as you would expect. So this lady opens the door. Said, what are you looking for? Said, can I come in? He was allowed in. He got in. He said, is this the house of Jeffries? Said, yes. The evangelist, yeah, that's it. Is he there? Yeah, he's here. But he's frail nowadays. He's upstairs. What? You mean Jeffries lives here? I just saw a sign called Jeffries and I thought this would be it and I came out. He had no idea that the bus will pass through a house from something he had read way back. The woman said, you can't see him. It's not possible. He's frail. You can go out now. So Reinhard Bonke was happy, at least touch the door that Jeffries touched. Go to the location where Jeffries knows. So I have the impartation now. As he's about to step out, he had to stop. And he looked up the stairs. And Jeffries, in his frail body, is coming down. Laid hands on him. And told him, I was waiting for you. Rainmakers. Rainmakers. He got off, got in the bus. Another bus came, went back to the airport, got on his plane to Germany. Same day, he landed. His father grabbed him, hugged him. Son, welcome home. How was college? Oh, brilliant. Did you hear the news? No. What happened? Jeffries is dead. Why? He was now the new Jeffries.